So the additions of Elijah Moore, Marquise Goodwin, I love them. What do you think of them, and what do you think they do for the offense that Kevin Stefanski is tailoring to Deshaun Watson's skill set?
The reason I love the acquisition of going to get those two guys is just because of the speed factor. Now, granted, Marquise Goodwin is injury prone. He's been nicked up a little bit, and that's been his MO for a while. But I will say, I think the new dynamic of what the Cleveland Browns want to do is moving away from running the ball with 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends under center to more of a spread attack where you're running the ball out of the shotgun. Now, I love it because now you have every different skill set represented on this roster. Before we looked at it, we said, hey, Amari Cooper is your route runner. DPJ is a big body receiver who's going to be physical, can go high point the football, but we didn't have those deep threats. Now you got a guy like Elijah Moore. He's a guy, I'm going to just be honest with you. He's a guy that can play inside and outside. He's just not a slot guy. He can play inside and outside. Marquise Goodwin is a guy that can get vertical, can run underneath routes as well. And now think about it like this. You may not like David Bell as your third receiver, but I like him a whole heck of a lot at 5. Hey, you might listen. Anthony Schwartz might not make the team, or he might not be in the rotation. But guess what? Can you get him to give you an end around? Can you get him can you get him out and make him a glorified running back? Sure. So when you look at that wide receiving core, they got speed, they got size, they got route running ability, they got a quarterback who is now able to run and scramble. So now you can't turn your back to Deshaun Watson because he can scramble, and now you got a physical back in Nick Chubb that if you're in one back, if you're in 11 personnel, or if you're a running back and you got defensive backs in because there's 4 wide receivers in the game and your diamond nickel packages, now those diamond nickels have to tackle Nick Chubb instead of linebackers. So I like the versatility, and we haven't even said anything about David Njoku, who's a guy I think is going to have a great year. I really just think it comes down to what Kevin Stefanski can cook up. If he can be creative, I like the pieces and parts.